I'm gonna give you the one productivity tip that has helped me so much to save time in my life. I get bored very easily, so I love doing all the things, like too many things. I work as a UI UX designer, both full-time and freelance. I'm doing my thesis, my master's thesis in Japanese aesthetics. I tutor languages. I do language learning coaching. I have a YouTube channel. I have an Instagram channel. I sell ebooks. I read a lot. I love painting. So as you can tell, I do too many things. What people generally ask me when they see this is, first of all, are you insane? And secondly, how do you have time for everything? Like, not even mentioning balancing all of the languages that I'm learning. So the answer to that is time management. So let's talk about managing your time today. If you've watched any video on productivity and time management, you have probably heard of time blocking. Now, before you click away, I am not going to talk about time blocking because it does not work for my ADHD brain. For some reason, and I read a study somewhere that there's types of planners, meaning people who plan. And one of the types of planners is a rebel. Now, that is me. I don't consider myself particularly rebellious, but what that means is if I've time blocked and scheduled something into my calendar, for example, learn Japanese every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. and I pop it in my calendar and it's there. My brain is telling me I'm the one who put it there. I'm not accountable to anyone. I don't feel like doing it. And then I'm not going to do it. So as much as I think time blocking is a wonderful concept for people who can stick to it and be like, oh, it's 4 p.m. I have to go work on my project. I cannot do that. So I'm going to give you the one productivity tip that has helped me so much to save time in my life. The answer is simplification. Now, this sounds contrary to the fact that I do 500,342 things in my life. It's just because I'm excited about everything. Simplification and streamlining your processes is what I 100% say is the key to productivity. And it goes two ways. Simplicity, simplifying your life, and number two, prioritizing. If you are a language learner who is learning 5, 6, 7 languages, unfortunately, you have to prioritize. It is a dream that productivity YouTubers are selling you that you can do everything that you want to do. The backstory is you can to different extents if you prioritize. Regarding my language learning, I have to prioritize the languages in order of how important they are to my life at this moment. I'm going to Japan again at the end of this year. So Japanese has moved right to the top of my list and I'm putting the most effort into that. However, Mandarin Chinese was something that I used a lot when I lived in Singapore and traveled a bit around Asia, like Taiwan. So at this very moment, Chinese is not very important for me to be maintaining. I can do it passively by listening to music, podcasts, reading books, but I'm not actively sitting and learning or practicing input or output in Chinese. That's because I have prioritized and decided right now Japanese is more important to me than Mandarin Chinese. 今日本語は一番大事だなと思っている言語です。On the note of simplifying, you also need to learn to find activities that you can cut down on. There was a bubble in my throat. Let's try again. For instance, right now I'm working on my thesis and I have so many PDFs that I need to read. My topic is Otherworldliness and Death in Avant-Garde Japanese Poster Design. Because it's exciting to me, I have downloaded like 7 million PDFs. And there's a tool that I use that helps me to simplify the task of needing to read through all of these PDFs. So the sponsor of today's video is UPDF. This amazing PDF tool can help you with language learning, can help you with any other documents that you use at work. It's got annotation. If you're a fan of taking notes and drawing on it and adding stickers, it can even do that. It can combine PDFs, it can save it as a different file export, and it has an OCR, which is optical character recognition. But the absolute coolest thing about UPDF is interacting with their AI. I'm looking at the example of the book 어린 왕자, which is The Little Prince in Korean. That's so cool, you guys. UPDF will translate it.
UPDF AI generates accurate summaries of hundreds of pages in seconds. So if you need to go through lengthy documents on short notice, UPDF AI has your back.
It has just translated the entire 어린 왕자, which is The Little Prince in Korean, given me a summary of what the book is about.
What's also really helpful is that there's a little chat section over here, so I can copy the text that I might not understand in the language I'm learning, and it'll translate it right here for me. So this is incredibly useful if you're learning a language or if you have content in a PDF format that you need translated.
So I can write here for myself. Let's use some text. In loneliness. So 파손되다? Damaged. Oh my word, it gives example sentences. This is amazing. Sorry, I'm getting so excited. I'm going to use their little sticky note and I'm going to put my example sentences there. I'm not going to forget this word now because I've interacted with it.
UPDF is the ultimate all-in-one PDF editor, offering a seamless experience to annotate, edit, convert, OCR, protect, fill, and cite PDFs on Windows, Mac, iPad, iOS, and Android. Since there are so many AI products these days, finding a tool that can really improve your efficiency and is reasonably priced and fully functional is important. So if you need to find an AI productivity tool that suits you, I recommend UPDF as a great choice.
If you're interested in trying out UPDF, please look at the link in the description box or the pinned comment. It is going to save you so much time. Next productivity tip on simplifying your life and prioritizing is themed days. This is wonderful if you are learning multiple languages or doing a lot of things you're interested in. For instance, I would choose that Mondays are the days that I focus on Japanese, Tuesdays are Spanish, and Wednesdays are Hungarian. Those are the 3 languages that are the most important to me now, so I theme them. Monday, I will do everything Japanese. I'll read Japanese books. I'll listen to Japanese podcasts. I'll have my Japanese lessons, etc. Wednesdays is Hungarian. I just put myself in Hungarian mode and it's like I have a theme for that day. It's been really useful for me to put me in that mindset knowing this is the day where I'm going to focus on this language. What I always recommend to my coaching clients is that it's up to you to try this out and decide if it works for you. So you can do themed days, you can do themed weeks, or even themed months. Like 2 years ago or something, what I did in my language learning organization was to organize my year into quarters and then allocate a main language and a sub-focus language to the, I'm dyslexic with numbers, hold on, 4, 8, 12. So I allocated a main language and a sub-language to every batch of 3 months. And that was kind of like theming the quarters of the year. Theming days can also go to the work that you're doing. Whether you're a student, a freelancer, a full-time worker, see if you can schedule your main tasks into particular days. So at my job, which I quit a week ago, we had no meeting Tuesdays. It's basically theming it to say that all of my product design work and my design research work, like really heavy UI designing work, that will happen on a Tuesday, whereas planning and other things happen on other days of the week. So by having this theme or this box around the Tuesday, I knew that my most productive design work could be done on the Tuesday. Here is another tip that you've probably heard of. It works really well. There's 2 of them and they both have numbers. So the first one is the 2-minute rule. If you have your to-do list and you've done your brain dump, I love talking about brain dumps though. If you want to have a video about brain dump, please comment brain and I will remember. I want to see the comments being filled with the word brain, please. Okay, so after you've done your brain dump and you've identified, dang, there are like 500 tasks I need to do, highlight the ones that are going to take you literally 2 minutes. It's like paying that bill, messaging this person, calling this company. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. And it's going to clear up that space that it's taking up and stressing you in your brain so that you can be more driven and energized and better to do the tasks that are more important. Okay, so that's the 2-minute rule. And then the one that works so much for me is the 3-second rule, or the 5-second rule. So I have to sneeze. The 5-second rule. This especially helps when I'm lazing around in bed and just rotting and not doing something productive, knowing that I need to work on something else. I'll be lying in bed and I will literally give myself 5 seconds only to get up and get out of bed and do it. And it kind of works because it's gamified. It feels like you're counting down for a race. So you don't count up and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you count down. You're like, all right, I'm gonna get out of bed, I'm gonna run to my office, and I'm gonna open my laptop to start working on my thesis. So I go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I jump up and run to my office and I do my work. It works! I don't know how it works, but it works. So please try it out. Hi, we interrupt this video to bring you me talking on the side. So it's been a very long time since I've made a video, and as you know, my health has been up and down. It's getting better, but I'm kind of thinking, what's the direction that my channel should be going in? There's only so much that you can say about language learning. So if you are interested in more of this like time management, productivity, lifestyle content, please let me know in the comments, and then I can start planning videos that you guys would enjoy. So if you are interested in learning more about how you can prioritize tasks that are specific to you, your work, and your language learning journey, I recommend that you book a coaching call with me. Unfortunately, we are fully booked. I think there are a few days left in July, and then I'm taking August off, and then coaching calls are open again in September 2024. So you can book now for the last part of July or for September, but it is a session that is 100% catered to your own needs regarding prioritization, goal setting, language learning skills, productivity techniques, anything like that. So if you're interested, please go to superpeer.com/Lindie and you can book a session that is useful for you, and we can take it from there. So there's so much more I want to say on this topic. If you are interested in more productivity, time management, goal setting, or language learning technique videos, do leave a comment on what you want to see. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and don't remember